The Wyoming Department of Corrections system is updating their policies on transgender inmates. Natrona County commissioners have sacrificed around $3.5 million in an effort to protect a hefty investment fund. And the search for a missing Worland woman has transitioned from a rescue to a recovery. Bringing you these stories and more from Wyoming's largest news organization, I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily. The Wyoming Department of Corrections system is updating their policies on transgender inmates. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that policies on how to accommodate those inmates are being updated, including rules on determining genital status, but said the department was not immediately forthcoming with details about the transgender inmates.
The department was not able on Tuesday immediately to supply the numbers of male to female versus female to male transgender inmates. The department also did not immediately tell which institutions they are in or what their housing plans are.
According to officials, there are 10 transgender inmates in Wyoming's prison system. The Natrona County commissioners have sacrificed around $3.5 million in an effort to protect a hefty investment from financial vulnerability. Cowboy State Daily political reporter Leo Wolfson talked to Natrona County Commission Chairman Stephen Friel, who was so concerned about the financial vulnerability his county faced by staying in the WyoStar 2 local government investment pool that he was willing to sacrifice a significant sum to get out.
And he's confident they're going to get their money back in the new account that they put their money in. They had about $98 million in this account. They were basically keeping this account afloat to a certain degree. But the fact that Natrona County pulled so much money out is definitely not a good sign for it and the other participating members.
Year to date, the WyoStar 2 account has lost $198 million in market value, more than half of its total value from a year before. As of June 30th, $117 million remained of the $259 million balance it had a year prior, a drop of nearly 55%. As more people use Wyoming's roads and highways, fewer are on the job maintaining and patrolling them. A years-long staffing crisis continues to snowball for the Wyoming Department of Transportation, which is now struggling to fill between 200 and 300 well-paying jobs with good benefits. A spokesman for WYDOT says it's difficult to hire people when the state is doing very well, as people gravitate towards positions in the mineral industry that pay more. A Starbucks in Cheyenne has become the first of the coffee giant's outlets in Wyoming to unionize. Cowboy State Daily's Kevin Kilo reports that the National Labor Relations Board conducted a vote Monday, with workers at the 2111 Central Avenue location voting 8-5 in favor of unionizing.
I spoke with the pro-union employees. They're very excited. They think it's going to lead to much better conditions. And I also spoke with the employees there who were against the union, one of which is Melanie Manchester. She is a supervisor there. She said she's going to be forced to join the union now that the vote has gone forward, and so she's actually thinking of looking for another job.
Starbucks Senior Manager of Corporate Communications told Cowboy State Daily that union representation is not expected to increase costs at the store, and that 97% of the company's 9,300 U.S. stores have chosen to maintain a direct employment relationship with the company. Almost 2 weeks have passed since 28-year-old Worland resident Brianna Mitchell went missing. Cowboy State Daily's Andrew Rossi reports that the Washakie County Sheriff's Office is transitioning its search efforts from rescue to recovery.
A cadaver dog from Cody has been brought in to find any signs of human remains in the region where they believe Brianna Mitchell was located. An entire pond on BLM land was drained because there was a hit in the area that there might be human remains. But after 3 days of draining, unfortunately, nothing was found.
Sheriff Austin Brookwell posted on social media Tuesday that Mitchell remains missing, and there are still no clues about where she is. And Lincoln County is a great place to live, but a hard place to move to. Housing, expansion, and managing growth to preserve the traits that make the area desirable in the first place are becoming big challenges. Cowboy State Daily's John Thompson spoke to a realtor who lined out just how steep the housing market has become in a county that's soaking up the spillover from Teton County.
This realtor told me he was trying to help this anesthesiologist who was hired by Star Valley Health to find a place to live there. And she looked and looked and just concluded that, hey, it's too expensive here.
Thompson reports that building contractors and subcontractors in Lincoln County are booked out for 2 to 3 years, and residents are concerned about water quality because there are lots of septic tanks, but few septic systems. And that's today's news. You can read about all of these stories and more on CowboyStateDaily.com, Wyoming's largest and most read news source. Sign up today for our free daily newsletter and get unlimited access to unrivaled coverage of what's going on in the Cowboy State. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily.